Right guys, Mark Crossfield here, lowering your scores with National Club Golfer. We're talking controlled shots into the wind. It's a 120-yard par 3 over a bit of water. Let's talk to you how I would play this shot, maybe to control the launch and the spin to make sure I make the distance. Let's get stuck in. Right guys, lowering your scores. This is a great way for you to maybe control the ball when you've got a yardage that's going to be affected by wind. This is a 120-yard par 3 into the wind, playing maybe 125, 127. There's a bit of breeze up there. There's water short. So it's my wedge distance. You take the wind away and I'm hitting a wedge, but because the wind is quite strong, if I hit my full wedge, it's going to be loaded with backspin, it's going to launch up in the air quite high, and I'm not sure I can control it in that wind. So my tip for you, and this is something you need to start practicing on the range, so when you get in this situation you know how your shots react. I'm going to take one club extra, my 9-iron, and I'm going to actually slow the club head down. I'm going to swing the head of the club slower. It'll produce a lower launch than the wedge because this club has less loft than my wedge, and the ball will have less spin on it because I'm going to be hitting softer speed with lower loft. So it's going to have less spins. Hopefully it'll go through the air rather than buff it up into the air. Now, when I play this shot, I'm going to play everything the same as I would if I was hitting my normal wedge shot. But all I'm going to concentrate on is controlling the pace of the head. Now, I know when I do this from my practice sessions, when I practice it on the range, that I tend to get a little bit of draw with this shot. So I'm going to aim middle of the green, hopefully drawing it into that flag. The only reason I know that is because I've practiced this shot on the range. I see so many people on the range trying to practice perfect. This isn't perfect. This is a funky shot. This is a made up shot that I need to know what happens when I need to call on it. Let's see if I can pull it off. Yeah, take that, pin high, slightly left. So I got my draw, which I was aware of. I was aiming middle of that green to compensate for that draw. If I aimed at the flag, that would have missed the green left. And I only know that because I've practiced this shot in my practice sessions on the range. Don't go to the range just hitting stock standard shots every ball you hit. Don't practice perfect. You've got to practice funky. You've got to practice different conditions. Hitting shots into the wind, controlling launch, controlling spin is key. Easy way of doing that without you having to think about how your swing is set up and all those things. Do everything that you standard do with your normal clubs. Take less loft, swing them a bit slower. They will launch lower, they'll spin less, go through the wind, and hopefully you'll make the distance. Thanks for watching. Post comments down below. Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if this is a shot you already do or not. Definitely don't see people practicing this one enough. And if you watch any of my course vlogs, we will be doing this shot nearly every round, one of us, or we're doing it a couple of times in a round because it's always wind. Practice it, you'll lower your scores. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for loads more videos. Find me on Instagram at CrossfieldMark, also on Twitter at 4golfonline. Find me on Facebook, Mark Crossfield. Thanks for watching. Post comments as always, and see you soon.